Hello, welcome back to my channel, Snips by Kelly. I'm Kelly and tag you're it. Today we're going to talk about using basic tags and elevating them with stamping, embossing, and stenciling techniques to take them to the next level. And I'm tickled to share with you a sneak peek of my Dream Maker workshop that's coming soon. I'll be having an online event called the Dream Maker Bash, and you'll get all of those details really soon. I love to use tags for a variety of reasons. I love to use them as photo mats. I love to use them for journaling. I love to use them to put contrasting colors into pages, and I love to use them as added embellishments. That's such a go-to. So today we're going to use the Dream Maker collection, including the Dream Maker stamp set that has these great blotches and these wonderful words and some little foofs and then a larger word title. And I've cut some tags out of the Dream Maker pattern paper, coordinating cardstock, and some regular cardstock. We're also going to be using the Dream Maker embossing folder, butterfly embossing folder with the butterfly stencils. Now, I've created my tags on the Cricut, but tags are so easy to make by hand, and I typically will just use my Versamat. So I have a 2 by 3.5 inch rectangle, and I'm going from the 1/2 inch mark on both sides of the corner, and I'm drawing a line, and I'm just simply going to snip the corners off to make a perfect tag every time. Once I have one tag created, I can layer all kinds of paper pieces, pattern paper or cardstock underneath, and create multiple tags at once super quickly. I've added the circles to the tags, and I'm pulling out those tags that I don't feel need extra. And I love that Sundance Marble. I think that will be my journaling tag, the tag that I will use for journaling. So I'm going to start with the ballerina tag. I'm going to use the rounded smudge or splotch or blotch or whatever anyone wants to call it. And I'm going to be stamping on the back side of my Versamat, which is the best strategy when stamping. It works so nicely. And I'm going to put the round blotch in the ballerina ink, and I'm going to stamp a little over a half of that image onto the tag. Then I'm going to take the word happy, and I'm going to ink it in intense black and stamp over the top of that. Often we see these types of things as stickers that are added to pages, and we can absolutely make those ourselves. Then I'm going to use the word stamp, which is just random words used as a background decoration. And I'm going to stamp it in black, but I'm going to stamp it off and second generation stamp it. I know I'm going to be using the flower stamp to add flowers to the right side of this tag. So I just kind of want to focus on the left to center part of the tag and add those second generation black words. Now I'm going to use the next blotch, which kind of has some lines and blotches in it at the same time, and I'm going to stamp directly in black. Then I'm going to move backwards and flip my stamp over and move about a 1/2 inch back and stamp it again. And then I'm going to flip it over again and move about 3/4 or a 1/2 of an inch back and stamp again to make a leveled stamp. I just love that look, how it just graduates up to the corner. Next, I'm going to use the Seabrook Marble coordinating cardstock, and I'm going to use it in the Dream Maker embossing folder. Now, when you're embossing folder words on the bottom reads from left to right close to my heart, and you put the paper in facing up in the way that you want it to be raised, those butterflies will be embossed or raised up. If you flip the paper over backwards, they will be debossed or sunken down. So I've chosen to emboss and have raised butterflies. Now I'm going to use the Dream Maker stencils, and all of these pieces that I'm showing you today can come all right in the bundle, or they can be purchased separately. The bundle is always discounted. Usually our bundles are discounted from 25 to 30%, so it's a steal of a deal, but you can also get these separately. So now I'm going to overlay the appropriate size butterfly, and I'm going to rub with a sponge dauber the the Seabrook ink on it to add those details. So there's two stencils, one stencil that has the tiny butterfly details and the other stencil that has the butterfly as a whole. So you're going to see me add little details to all the butterflies that have those little details, and then I'm going to use the open stencil with the open butterfly on it to rub over the whole butterfly of one of the smaller butterflies, just to create a little bit of different interest so that one butterfly will be colored all the way and the other butterflies will just have details within their wings. It's such a neat technique, and look how fast. This is so quick. So a lot of people think that my workshops have so many details and that I do so much work on those. And yes, I do work hard at those, but it's the little details that I love to cheat on. I love to find ways to make quick, interesting, beautiful elements that don't take me so long to create. I'm all about cutting corners and creating quick and easy elements that I can add to my pages. So now I'm going to use the Chasing Sunshine stamp. Sometimes we get stamp sets that only have words, but yet you need extra bits, you need extra decorations, you need extra embellishments. So I love to create embellishments out of words only. It doesn't always have to be an icon. It can be just words. So I'm using first and second generation stamping. I'm getting tongue-tied here. First and second generation stamping, where I'm stamping some of it directly in black, and I'm moving to the left and moving to the right to create that Chasing Sunshine phrase in first and second generation stamping. So I'm just moving back and forth, stamping off when I want it to be lighter, stamping directly when I want it to be darker, and I love to be able to wipe off our all-purpose mat with our stamp chamois, two things that I would never ever live without. In fact, they can bury me with them. There are those things that you can do without and you can scrimp and save on. And then there are those things that I would never go anywhere without. So just continuing down and creating this really fun word tag, and it will go with my title, which I've chosen as Sunshine. Now I'm actually going to go back in because this is a ballerina tag, and I'm going to rub the word sunshine with the ballerina ink. And I'm just choosing randomly to color a few of those in to create another interesting element on the same tag. And I just love that look. So now I have 8 tags that I've either stenciled, embossed, or stamped, or I've left the way that they are. And now I can arrange those with other bits around those tags to create a gorgeous layout. I'm so excited for my Dream Maker workshop to debut and for my Dream Maker Bash. I'm going to be having an online bash or an online event where you can get the guide and create all of these pages. If this was helpful and you've loved watching today, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit like. Leave me a comment, shoot me a comment on anything you'd like to see or what you've liked about this video. I'd love to hang out more. Happy scrapping!